Brandon Ebron. I'm here live in Atlanta, Georgia for championship weekend as LSU Tigers take on the Georgia Bulldogs. Let's get into it. What's your name and where you from?
Logan Mounts. I'm from Ashdown, Arkansas.
Okay. Who you picking today, LSU or Georgia?
Man, I'm not a fan of either one, but I'm going to go with the Tigers on this one. I don't want to shake up the college football playoffs too much,
Why are you going with LSU? Is it because of their defense or their offense?
I'm a Joe Burrow fan, man. He has a good story behind him, has everything going for him. He has that underdog story that kind of embraces, and I like that.
Yeah, he has a bright future ahead of him. He's a senior this year. He's probably going to be maybe top 5 in the draft.
Definitely.
What do you think about Oklahoma and Baylor?
Man, I love Jalen Hurts. I love Jalen Hurts. That's why I want LSU to win. I want Georgia to bump out, and I want Oklahoma to win today and bump in the top 4 so we can give them a shot in the playoffs.
It's definitely possible. Definitely possible. Clemson, I don't think they're going to be making too much noise. If LSU pulls off the win today, it's possible that LSU and Ohio State could match up for the championship. Who would you pick to win that game?
Ohio State. Ohio State, just the offense they run is great. Even after Urban Meyer left, it's just spectacular. So.
Yeah, Justin Fields, he is awesome. He's an awesome player. He does a lot, on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
But I think LSU defense is, will be able to contain that. But only time will tell. But what's your score predictions on today's game?
Man, it's gonna be a shootout, man. But I want to say it's gonna be 42. It's gonna be 42-37, man. But it's going to be a lot of garbage time touchdowns for Georgia. It's not going to be as close as everybody thinks it's going to be, or everybody wants it to be.
All right, man. Thank you for your time. Appreciate that. What's your name? Where you from?
Lou, originally from New Jersey.
Zach, Atlanta, Georgia.
Matt, Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay. How does Georgia win today?
Our offense has to show up.
Exactly. Okay. What about the defense? What about the defense? Are they going to be able to contain Joe Burrow and keep him in the pocket?
That's where we win the game right there. Jake needs to show up. He needs to make some plays, but the defense is going to win the game.
Okay, and as far as offense, your man George Pickens, he's suspended for the first half. Is that going to be a big factor, or y'all going to work around that and just make it happen?
So we got Blaylock that should step up for Pickens, but as soon as we get Pickens back, that's definitely going to help us out. And like these guys said, our defense has got to show up. Our offense has got to perform today.
Okay, one last question. If Georgia does pull off the upset, right now Oklahoma and Baylor's playing. Who you got on that game?
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
What's your name and where you from?
Jeremy Dubose, Lafayette, Louisiana.
Okay. LSU, is their defense going to be able to contain Georgia today?
I think definitely they'll be able to contain Georgia. I think they have a chip on their shoulder. They don't like what they're hearing from the media. I think they're going to come out and play just like they did last week against the Aggies.
Coach O, how good of a job has he done to prepare this team for this season after last season?
I think he's done a great job. I think he's letting his coaches coach, letting his players play, and just letting them do what they want to do, and it's worked out well, 12-0. We're about to be 13-0 after today.
Yeah, I'm going with LSU also. But Joe Burrow, he's a senior this year. He has the most touchdown passes in college football. How many touchdown passes do you think he's going to get today?
I think you can mark him down for 3 touchdown passes today. 3 passing, 1 rushing.
Oh, that's solid. 3-1. I like that. Last question. I'm an Alabama fan, and I just gotta ask: if Alabama beats Auburn, would you want to see Alabama again in the playoffs?
Yeah, I think if they're the best team to be number 4, I don't think they could be 2 or 3. I think they should be in the playoffs. I know it'd be a different game with with Jones at quarterback and not Tua, but Yeah, I mean, why not? It would be better than Utah last night. They lost, and I think they would be better than Oklahoma or Baylor. So, yeah, why not?
What's your name and where you from?
My name is Andrew Caraway. I'm from LaGrange, Georgia.
All right. How does Georgia win today?
The way they're going to win today, they got to play sound defense. Got to keep LSU, I think, under 21 points. So 21's the key. Got to be able to run the football, and Jake's going to hit some passes on third down. It's going to be the key today. It's going to be really similar to the Florida game if they're going to win today.
Exactly. I think the key to this game, today's game, is containing Joe Burrow in the pocket. If they contain him, I think Georgia can have a good defensive game. Now, George Pickens, he's suspended for the first half of the game. How is that going to affect y'all?
It'll matter, especially in the deep ball game today. George Pickens does a good job in man-to-man coverage of coming down with 50-50 balls. So it's going to be a collective effort. Demetrius Robertson, Dominic Blaylock, those guys are going to have to step up big time. And you might see a lot of throws to the running backs, too, like DeAndre Swift and Brian Herring out of the backfield. So the X factor today, though, watch James Cook. So I think that's going to be the guy that everyone needs to watch out for today.
Cool. I'll be looking out for him. What's your score prediction?
If Georgia wins, it's going to be 28-21. I think you're going to see probably more of maybe a 34-20 LSU win today. I kind of feel that way as far as if LSU wins, but if Georgia wins, I think it's going to be a 28-21 kind of game. So Georgia got to score one touchdown on defense, though. They're going to have to score at least once on defense or special teams. So
yeah, Georgia defense has to show up today, and like I said, keep Burrow contained.
Yeah.
If y'all can do that, it's sky's the limit for Georgia. One last question. I'm an Alabama fan.
Couldn't tell.
And what do you think? What was your opinion on the Auburn loss?
Well, I mean, your starting quarterback's down. I thought Mac Jones played really well. It was his first start in a big-time game against probably one of the best defensive fronts in football. Made some great throws, made some mistakes, but I mean, I thought overall he played really well in the moment. The Alabama defense, a lot of injuries, so obviously it's going to be tough to contain Auburn at home, and you throw the 2 pick sixes on it, it's going to be really hard to win. But overall, I thought nothing to really be ashamed about. Alabama offense played well. The receivers showed out. I thought Jalen Waddle was probably the MVP of the game, and he's going to give opposing defensive coordinators a lot of sleepless nights next year when he comes back as a junior.
Exactly, man. Thanks for your time, and I appreciate that.